And now, Virginia This Morning on CBS 6.
Well, is it possible to make a fortune in business? Our next guest says yes. I'm here with successful business entrepreneur Topher Morrison. He's going to share the blueprint on how to get started, and we'll talk about his brand new book, Collaboration Economy. That's coming up after the break. Okay, get ready for it. Wouldn't it be nice to operate your own successful business? Our next guest, who is a real cut-up, says that it might be easier than you think.
Author and small business expert Topher Morrison is here and talks about his new book and the collaboration economy. And welcome to Virginia This Morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I got to tell you, I got here into the green room and I freaked out a little bit because I walk in and I'm surrounded by a bunch of hippies. And I was thinking maybe I was getting punked or something. And then I thought, man, I'm overdressed wearing a collared shirt. So I'm a little relieved to see that you guys are dressed normal. Yes.
Well, let's talk about how business has evolved. And
from the 60s.
Yes, definitely has. You have a whole different take on how to do business, and it starts with the fact that now's actually a great time.
Yeah, well, you know, thinking back to the days of hair in the 1960s, right around the end of the 60s, we entered the information age, and then everybody started to value information, and sales started skyrocketing for anybody who had a deficit of information. Well, that died in about 2010, and now we've entered this whole new age, and it hasn't been named yet, but I'm calling it the collaboration age, which seems befitting because it seems like right now more businesses are succeeding that are taking a collaborative approach versus a competitive approach.
And Topher, related to that, it's all about relationships.
Yep. Yeah, more so now than ever before, because in fact, it used to be about no relationships. Covet your information, hold your cards as close as possible, get as many patents and trademarks as you can to own that information, and then you can leverage that. And nowadays you see people like Elon Musk with Tesla releasing all of his patents and telling everybody and his competitors, here's my information, here's my best thinking, build a car with this and make me do better than I can do on my own. And that's the new way of doing business. It's really, and it's shocking a lot of traditional business owners as well, because, you know, the traditional method used to be, if you want what I got, pay me and then I'll share it with you. Yeah. And now the new method is, here's everything I got, and if you like it, you can pay me.
It's kind of counterintuitive to most of us, but you put in your book, I was reading one part about chefs and recipes that kind of explained it perfectly.
It's a great example. You know, you think about, you can buy all of Jamie Oliver's recipes in one book and have his entire body of knowledge there. That's the information. And that's what, $35, $40 for a cookbook? But I could pay $300 for a really nice meal cooked by him. The experience, the collaboration, the interaction with that individual would be far more enjoyable, and people would be more inclined to want to spend that $300 to collaborate and have him cook a meal with them, or to have it cooked by him, than to just get his information and do it on their own.
And from the book, there are lessons there that can benefit the stay-at-home mom, the entrepreneur, and even really the storefront, the brick-and-mortar storefront owner.
You know, I mean, the thing is, all of business is being turned upside down, and you're seeing more. In fact, even this industry has changed. You know, it used to be, back in the information age, the value was the information a newscaster could provide the community, but now it's the relationship that you create more so than ever. You guys are reaching out to your fans. You've got your Facebook pages. You're communicating with them. They're even helping to contribute to the news by sending in photographs, sending in newsworthy articles, and that's where we're all doing business now in a collaborative approach. I think it has to do with the pendulum swinging. You know, we went to the far end of the pendulum where it was about coveting that information, and now we're kind of swinging back the other direction, and we're now about sharing it. We're almost kind of getting back to the 60s peace and love, but from a corporate philosophy now, where it's like, let's all get along, let's share, and let's innovate together.
One of your topics is no money, no problem. How does that work in business?
Yeah, well, it's a good sound bite, right? But when you got no money, it sure seems like a problem. I guess what I mean by that is that when you look at funding in the old traditional style of business, in order to open up a business, you had to have liquid, you had to have a lot of cash. Nowadays, we've got crowdfunding companies where if you've got an idea, I spoke with a lady the other day who is 6'2", she's a fitness model, and she can't find sexy flat shoes. So she's designed this whole idea of coming up with really cool, sexy, nice flats, but she can't find them anywhere. In the old days, she'd have to come up with $10 million just to be able to market that. Now she can create a Kickstarter program, create funding, and every single 6-foot woman out there can buy these shoes before they're even invented, and she'll collect all the money.
Making it happen. Topher Morrison,
man.
and the book is called Collaboration Economy. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, this is great.
Thanks for watching Virginia This Morning.